Southside forever. Ice bigger. No, that shit go. Damn, that's my niggas, man. Shit hurts every day, B. Shit's crazy.
Quick to pop off, niggas ain't talk too much. Chicks wouldn't fuck said niggas talk too much. So they went to fairground for them dudes to trust. I don't know what the fuck they thought them niggas foul like us. Southside, you don't know too many niggas like us. Fuck them all, kill them all, like the world is only us. One fight, we all fight. It's the world against us. No outsider can divide, only us. This is for BD, Sunny Twiz, and BS. I take a punch to the face to try to fight the stress. This is for third show, Broke Speed, Allo 2. That CL, they'll never forget you. As long as I breathe life into the mic, forever sacrifice my life for your life. So as time pass on and the seas grow bigger, just know I'm down here missing my niggas. Real shit. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas. Colossal, fat cat, and God. For my niggas, I'll catch a body. For my niggas till we all rich. Till we all got our own shit. I'm talking generational wealth. I want for my nigga, same thing I want for myself. He want the same for me. That's how it's supposed to be. If you ain't know, it's SSB until they bury him. Right? Never fall out over no bitch or cause of jealousy. If one got, we all get it. Not white feet, we all hit it. Mama said sharing is caring. This is for real rights, it's for the block. I do it for the hood till God punch the clock. Trying to rise from the bottom to the top with the same niggas. Ramen noodles to 100 mil, same niggas. Do it like LeBron with his niggas. Southside forever, my niggas. Real shit. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas. I wrote this one for my niggas. All I ever really needed was my niggas. Do it all, stand tall with my niggas. That's right, cause all I ever had was my niggas.
Man, we all we got. Man, we don't speak every day. We don't see each other every day, man. We gotta keep our circle tight, man. Love all y'all niggas, man. For the love, to the grave, man. Southside.
Welcome in to Smoke Session. I'm the host, Popular Shit James. I am here to talk some shit about this man on the screen, the one in the jail suit, right? I'm gonna use these rich people words. I have a colleague over here, right? Says I got one of my niggas over here, right? I had a colleague over here that's been missing out on this whole Diddy shit, right? So instead of telling him just flat out, I figured I'll get out of this shit. I already done it once, right? But when I did it, it was only the Keefy D shit, right? But I went back and looked at a lot of clips from people that have been doing interviews that was either affiliated with Bad Boy or with Bad Boy, and nobody nice got nothing to say about Diddy. Not like that. No, 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 no. Nothing nice to say. A lot of shit. Nothing nice to say. The off with the chick from Danny Kane, the white chick Aubrey, her, the Mark Curry stories. And I mean the singer Mark Curry, not the comedian that Cat Williams was talking about. What you call stole the jokes from Mark Curry, the comedian. I mean the singer. Um, Everybody thought Gene Deal was just a bitter bodyguard, but now that the other bodyguard is out here, there's a problem. Um, Gene Deal was out here making some noise like for the last few years. Um, but what it was is that a lot of people was like, yo, I don't know if I can believe this guy, right? But I started watching the comments change when he kept talking about he's putting that book out and he was putting out that hard copy book and the autobiography, and all of a sudden it stopped. The book didn't come out. So he went shout out to MREC TV. He went to MREC TV and they did some shit, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play some clips of what motherfuckers been saying about Diddy. And ain't nobody and niggas been acting like this shit ain't exist. I mean, where do I start? Well, let's start with the nigga on the screen with Diddy. Let's start with 50. What 50 gonna say? Let's see what 50's because we all know 50.
Traveled with went to and
Are we gonna see Wolf in the?
of course we get this.
Okay.
This
A
pivotal
puff?
stuff. Like we
We
need,
see a puff.
it's interesting in the Wolf case because your friends will push you further than your enemies at point because they won't see how far they're going with things. You know what I'm saying? But they have relationships. They traveled went to Africa and hung out on boats and stuff like that together. Like, but prior to this,
That's a
It's
crazy
like-
story.
I
I
know,
heard that
right?
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I was just talking. Now that Fifth is talking about just one of the guys that disappeared fucking with Diddy. He's talking about the bodyguard Anthony Wolf. Man, what the fuck was Wolf's name? I don't want to be disrespectful. Jones, Anthony Wolf Jones, right? Now, apparently, when Wolf went down to Atlanta, he was a little upset. Just be real, he was a little upset. Um, uh, oh man, it's a whole lot right here, bro. When it come down to it, it's a whole lot. But Gene Deal been like I'm looking at like his shit and his interview on all the dialogue. Just this clip has 613,000 views. What's that? All the dialogue, another clip, 438,000 views. Another one, 255. And these are all a year old. So I know they didn't just get these. Niggas been like when you type up the name and you start being like, well, who this? Oh, I thought, well, he was here. And now his podcast then took off called Cooking with Gene Deal. So like this, like Gene Deal, I mean, he been saying this shit for a long, long, long time. Like there's so many. Like what's this? Like I'm gonna let you listen to him. We just gonna listen to him. Like there's so much shit. What did I damn hit? All right, yeah, my fault. There's so much shit behind this man. I don't even know where to start playing. Let me go. Let me see if I can go to the last real big night. There's so much shit out here. When it come to Wolf, the last big night, I'm gonna let that play when I rock off. I'm gonna let that play so niggas can hear. I don't know if y'all missed it, but yeah, I mean, man, there's so much shit. Who sent this? No, Chris, this is Rob. And Chris just asked me, this Rob or this is Rob. All right. But I'm gonna just play one of these joints before I play the last big deal, right? Just like some of the shit that we was playing a while ago, right? That shit disappeared. Hold on. Hold on. Some of the shit I was playing a while ago was crazy. Let's see.
Because when we did the first interview, we couldn't get into everything because the lawsuit is so long.
See, I was gonna let it just play through the call, but I want to go through it and rewind a little bit. So let me skip this. Commercial. Shout out to StreamYard. Let me see. But yeah, I'm gonna play a clip real quick, which is from the Art of Dialogue. He got a few interviews with Gene Deal, but I'm gonna play this little piece right here about, and it involves, you know, a little bit of Cassie, some exotic work, and you know, funny Diddy.
I want to dig deeper into this lawsuit by Cassie because when we did the first interview, we couldn't get into everything because the lawsuit is so long. So looking at this lawsuit, she alleges that, you know, Diddy, he'll make her look online for BBCs for their freak-off sessions. And she say that, you know, in this lawsuit that, you know, Diddy, he enjoyed watching her get smashed by BBCs. So, you know, what you think about that?
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online just for them to have sex with her?
See, this is why I like Gene Deal, because he leaves space in between for you to think, like, do I want to answer? Right now, this is why when I'm gonna play the other shit, I'm gonna let that rock out a little bit. I was on Clubhouse. Well, I wasn't on Clubhouse. I was on I was on streaming. I was scrolling, and Clubhouse. Certain parts of Clubhouse is meshing with YouTube, right? So you can share the content on different platforms. Wack 100 is probably the biggest thing on Clubhouse TV. Whatever he says is gonna go through. Just real talk. They're gonna believe it, whatever. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh no! Get the fuck up! Get ready, right down the road. Acting like you can't hear. Anyway, where was I about to go?
The thing that lets the person play I don't know the name of it, but you said the thing where that guy, when he puts it on, it goes right through, because that's how it is. You said StreamYard, you say YouTube.
No, not before that. No, the StreamYard, the YouTube.
The guy, whatever his name is, you say his shit go right through.
Damn, I forgot already. I'm trying to get rid of Brett. Damn. I ain't even smoked yet neither, y'all. So don't even act like I, it was the weed. I ain't even smoked yet. I
don't know his name.
was talking about Diddy. I was talking about the nigga Gene Deal. Anyway, the nigga Gene Deal, right? Oh, Whack. I was talking about Whack 100. Whack 100. That's what I'm talking about. My fault, y'all. I wasn't even. Whack 100 said the same exact thing that Gene Deal's about to say. That's why Cassie. You heard on TMZ, she actually filed on like Thursday, Friday, the shit was settled, right? So that nigga had that money in a stash somewhere just for her. Because eventually he was like, she gonna pull the trigger one day, right? Now, when they broke up, it was so crazy because everybody was like, "What you leave Diddy for? Like, what's wrong with you?" Blah 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 blah. Right? That's how everybody was talking. Oh my God! Give me 1 second, y'all. I ain't gonna forget this. So Wack was like that. And Gene been saying this for years. Wack was like that. Puff would record her getting smashed by the male prostitute, right? Yeah. Then she would record Puff either smashing or getting smashed by the male prostitute. Wax seems to think that she has a lot of footage and evidence that Puff ain't know about or forgot about. Right? There's some other shit that happened in LA where they say that it's allegedly that he beat her ass, right? Because they was living in California. He beat her ass, right? And he didn't take it to any hospital in California. They got on the jet and flew to Hawaii. Kind of different over there. Even though it's America, a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like an hour flight, maybe. You know what I'm saying? From California. They got on the jet, flew over there, went and took care of the shit over there, got all cleaned up, and came back. What Wack was saying is that she got all the evidence, pictures and all that shit. She may even have the police report because it was taken care of so fast, so swiftly, and she signed an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, right? But she got her goddamn she got her 8 figures. That shit is what it is. But I'm gonna keep letting this play out real fast.
Can you hear me while I'm talking?
Hmm?
Can you hear me while I'm talking?
It's something fishy about that, bro. Because you got to realize this lawsuit and the information they had and they gave the Diddy people was 6 months ago. So some of that stuff was cut out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you this, but you got to cut this part out. Let's just say allegedly, or just for the sake of it, Cassie wasn't the only one who wanted, or she didn't want it, but Cassie who searched for the big black, and she was searching for the big black, not only for herself, but for somebody else who we all know that was in the room with her. So if he want to see it and he want her to touch it, he might, that other person in the room with her just might want to feel it. Allegedly.
So you feel like Diddy was having sex with the male prostitutes?
They had to be for both of them. They was in the room. Right?
You're right.
It's a freak off section. Right? She said it's a freak off section. If she says a freak off section, brother, she ain't the only one freaking off. The prostitute ain't the only one freaking off. Old boy is freaking off also.
Right. So you think he was letting these guys use their BBCs on him?
I think that, and me just being a trained investigator and reading through the lines of certain things, and one time I had read something that Cassie couldn't take it no more. She told her friend, and this was she was under a non-disclosure and everything like that. She told her friend she couldn't take it no more because she had seen this dude do something. I've heard plenty of stories about him being on a yacht. That same yacht that Kim was on, and the same yacht she got her nose broken on, that somebody was doing something to him when they walked in the room, and it caused a confrontation. This is what somebody who was on the yacht said to me. You understand? They was telling that story to somebody. And it was a female. But my whole thing about it was this, is that anything in that lawsuit, you got to realize that we only got a portion of it because it's been chopped up. Things has been taken out. So somebody wouldn't look a certain way. Now, they left some of the things in there. But I'm sure plenty of times Cassie may have seen some stuff that she didn't really want to look at. But it was freak off day.
Right. And when I look at this lawsuit, man, you know, Cassie, she also alleges that, you know, while she was having sex with these male prostitutes, the male prostitutes, and Diddy, they all wore masquerade masks.
He didn't want her to know who they were. So if she ever wanted to do what she just did, how does she say how the person look? All she could describe is if they was wearing masks, unless she saw them before they put the mask on. It's craziness, man. It's, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and trying to engage other men into sexual acts with him. There was story that he was trying to get Chris Brown. There's stories about, you know, those young boys that he had, a group B5 or something like that, trying to get them. Yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him, but he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that.
Epstein list.
This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug. And a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
Use Kayak's filters to find hotels that have the free stuff you want. Download the Kayak app now.
Damn. That's a lot right there. I don't even know if he finished the interview with a little clip yet. Did he finish? Was he finished? Yeah, he finished. He finished. All right. Here's one. When we listened to about, remember we listened to about the shit with Will and Jada? See, this ain't this right here, this got to be true. This got to be true. Because we see what Will and Jada be doing, right? So let's go ahead.
Tell me the story about how Puffy wanted to fight Will Smith over Jennifer Lopez.
Oh man. We were at a birthday.
That ain't even long enough. This is the one right here. Shout out to all the dialogue.
Biggie, man. Is it true that he was broke before his death? What was his financial situation like before he got killed?
I don't know his bank account, but what he told me was that, and this is how we got into the conversation, because he was asking me for Newport cigarettes while we was in the
Hold up. I don't want to hear all that. When I talk about Big, I'll play that.
on Puff album because he needed the money. Try to get at a nigga and stuff like that. So now it's my time to get at time, bro. Here, you want to borrow another cigarette? These contracts. I said, yeah, you guys. We'll take you with me, but you love that nigga Puff too much to get that money. Because he was going to go to London because they was giving him 25 G's. Ben Affleck.
Hey, here you go.
Puffy, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett. What was the incident that happened between the two of you?
Matt Damon was giving.
Puffy, man. Puffy, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett. What was the incident that happened between the two of you?
Matt Damon was giving Ben Affleck a little birthday celebration at the Four Seasons. So it was a Sunday. So me, Jen, and Puff went over there to the little celebration. So I get in the joint and I see Will Smith's sister. She had just got married and her and her husband is sitting there with black and red Michael Jackson Thriller jackets on. And they both had them on. I was like, oh my God. I said, I don't believe this shit. I was laughing like a motherfucker. They had matching Thriller jackets on. Now, she looking at me funny because when I was in Cali, she had tried to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't give a fuck how much money Will is making. I would never talk to her. It's not my speed. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not my speed. So I'm over there and I'm like on the other side of them while Puff, Jennifer Lopez, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett. They all over there and they drinking, having fun, stuff like that. So about an hour or so, Puff come over to me. He said, yo, Gene, come go to the restroom with me. I said, all right, we walked to the restroom. And I said, we walked to the restroom. I said, yo, what's wrong, man? What's up, man? What's wrong with you? He said, yo, I think Will and Jada trying to pull Jennifer. I need you to come close to me, close over there by us. Because if he keep on with this bullshit, I'm going to snuff his ass. Nigga Will go beat the shit out of shit.
Now, we know what what Will and Jada been doing for the longest time now, ain't no hiding they shit, right? Ain't no hiding they shit. Puff on that same type of shit. He just mad that nigga they didn't he wasn't mad where he was looking at it. He was like, oh, y'all not inviting me neither. You gotta invite me too. Like, yeah, she can go, but you gotta invite me too. Me too. Listen, he didn't say me too. He said me too. Me too.
Wait, you say you heard him talk?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I can just see it. Me too. And he looked like he was shooting a jump shot when he said it. Me too. Hey man, you said it, not me. Me too. Well, anyway, right? So I'm gonna bring it back like Funk Flex. That's who I am in this bitch, right? So we know what Will and Jada been doing. Niggas can speculate all that shit, right? They was on it before he was on it. You feel what I'm saying? You can look at it like that, right? They was doing that because
I don't know how that shit go.
Well, I'll tell you what. Another woman just made an allegation that T.I. and his wife Tiny sexually assaulted a woman, right? But that's gonna be hard when they're known for, like, if you really do investigation and shit, you be looking and you looking and looking. They're known for having threesomes. They do them. They find a female, they court her a little bit because they want to be comfortable, so they can avoid these shits. Motherfucker going down saying something without having to sign an NDA. You know what I'm saying? You know, nigga, you get to come over to the crib or wherever we go to. You get to have some fun. You get to have a drink. You know, we might hit you with a little bit of bread. Just don't say nothing. You saying something actually gonna fuck you up. Because now, how you gonna find a mate knowing that you just, you know, you trying to embarrass them, but ain't nothing wrong with what they doing. They doing it as a couple. You're the one that don't need to be saying who it is, right? So this shit happens all the time, bro. Happens all the time. But he was mad that he thought they was trying to take Jennifer and not invite him, right? But when it comes to like the Will Smith and Jada, it just seems so plausible. You gonna believe it, and it don't sound the story that he telling, the way he telling the story, don't sound sketchy. Sound like an old man reminiscing on some shit he know. So I'm gonna bring it back like Funk Flex, like when right before he said he gonna pop on Will Smith. Let's go.
Will and Jada trying to pull Jennifer. I need you to come close to me, close over there by us, because if he keep on with this bullshit, I'm going to snuff his ass.
And remember at this time, this is Jenny from the fucking block. She had the big old booty. You know what I'm saying? She had been on the screen making out with Wesley Snipes and all that shit. She's been box office with the album and touring. She's, you know, this would put her on that level with the Janets and the Whitneys. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce before Beyonce, right? Right? She far from Jenny from the block, and her Jamie Foxx saying she sucking all kind of dick on In Living Color when she was a dancer. You remember her as a dancer? Yeah. Jamie Foxx said she was sucking all, allegedly, but Jamie Foxx said, yeah, she's sucking all kind of dick to get where she was, to get where she went. Because remember, she wasn't even a head choreographer. She was just a dancer. You went from a dancer to, and you can't stop dancing. You can't stop shaking your ass. You can't stop twerking. You're 60. I'm gonna just let that just play though. Let's go. My name popular as shit, man. I'm just saying.
Nigga will go beat the shit out of you. And if it's one-on-one, I'm going to see what he got.
So basically, we could have got Philly versus New York years ago, but Diddy ain't built that way. Because that's what we got when Will slapped Chris. That's Philly versus Brooklyn. Could have been Philly versus Harlem, but Diddy ain't built like that. He a little bitch. Nigga trying to get at your bitch right in front of you if you feeling that way. You ain't no little man. If you feeling that way, nigga, you gotta tell your bodyguard, come over all the way over here and tell him what you gonna do so he gotta protect you. You little bitch, and then you don't even do it.
He said, Gene, I ain't playing, man. I said, because people don't understand, you know, he's saying game, and I was always like a big unk to this nigga until he started, you know, and people could say what they want to say, but I've seen our friends die. I've seen people get hurt. I've seen rappers get killed, died, and everything like that. And our relationship ain't the same no more. I went from big unks, security, all that shit like that, to I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. So now, I said, Will Smith gonna beat shit out you, man. And I'm gonna see what he got first. And then he said, Yo, Gene, I ain't playing with you, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna snuff that nigga, and then you better be on him. I said, Yeah, I got him, man. Yeah, he thought that Jada and Will was trying to pull Jennifer, but she ends up with Ben Affleck. Y'all remember that day, right, at the Four Seasons? She had got with Chris after that nigga Chris, but that was only a facade, some bullshit. But I remember that very well. That shit was.
Now, she did get with Ben Affleck right after that. And who she with now? Ben Affleck. And Diddy can never get her back. Remember when he tried to get her back? Do y'all remember? I'm gonna see if y'all remember. I don't think y'all remember. I don't think y'all remember. He tried real hard. He tried real hard. Y'all don't remember. I know you don't remember. I know y'all niggas don't remember. He tried so hard to get her back. He did. He made 2 parts of it. No niggas can't remember. Niggas don't remember. Yeah, this song. Not this shit, but this shit used to slap, nigga. This shit used to slap. If anybody in here, whoever in here, this song used to slap. And this was Diddy trying to get back at J-Lo. I'm gonna play the whole 5 minutes. Fuck it. No, not the whole 5 minutes. I'm gonna get to the damn song.
It's that bounce right here. Come on. Time to move on. Time to
Hold on, wait. No, I'm sorry. This is the one when his feelings when he had to move on. Let's play the one when his feelings was hurt. You remember that one?
Oh, sure.
Ooh, you remember this one? You remember this? You remember this, my nigga? Nigga, I can't believe you remember this one. This right here?
Come on. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my wife. I need a girl who's mine, all mine. I need a girl in my life. Yo, I'm internationally known on the microphone.
Just remember, before I let it play, this is Usher right around the time of Confessions. He trying really hard, my nigga. Let me bring it back. He trying really hard.
We all said that too.
Funk flex. This is one of the Confessions time. He trying really hard to get her back. He got the #1 R&B singer in the world.
I need a girl who's mine, all mine. I need a girl
internationally known on the microphone. I got it all, but I really need a wife at home. I don't really like the zone, never spend the night alone. I got a few you would like the but chicks that romance me don't tickle my fancy. Tiffany, Nancy, that's not what my plans be. Need a girl that can stand me, raise me a family, go from trips to the land, see the trip to the Grammys. Cause most of these girls be confusing me. I don't know if they really love me or they using me. Maybe it's the money or maybe you ain't used to me. Cause you was depressed and now you abusing me. That's why I need me a girl to be true to me. Know about the game and know how it do to me. Without a girl on my side, to ruin me. Forget the world, girl, it's you and me. Now let's ride.
Ride me. I need a girl that makes me feel so good inside. Get my ride. Ride with me. I need a girl to be mine. I need a girl that makes me feel so good inside. I need a girl.
Yo, I met a lot of women in my lifetime, but see, it's not a lot of women that got the right mind. I done had pretty chicks with all the right features, and hood rat chicks that only rock sneakers, cell phones and beepers, and know how to treat you. You break a heart, shit, walk out and leave you. I find a girl, I'ma keep her, cause now I'm getting money and the game getting deeper. You want some real... I need somebody I could chill with. I need somebody I could build with. I need somebody I could hold tight. Wintertime in the full length, Snow White. Anytime we together feel so right. You the girl I've been looking for my whole life. God bless me, I'm glad I got the insight. Because of you, girl, now I understand life. I need a girl.
I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my...
Bro, we got everybody in the video. We got Craig Mack, you got Clue, Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas is a great R&B singer. You're like, nah, I need to love him more. I gotta get her back. Because at this point, she's long gone. After the shooting with Sean, she's long gone.
I need a girl who's mine, all mine. I need a girl in my life. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to be mine. Nobody else, she's all mine. I need a girl in my life.
I had a girl that would have died for me. Didn't appreciate it, so I made her cry for me. Every night she had tears in her eyes for me. Caught a case, shorty took the whole ride for me. At first we were friends, then became lovers. You was more than my girl, we was like brothers. All night we would play fight.
That line mean a little something too more, not mean something too much, not don't it? Y'all was like, brothers, I don't think you talking about damn dude right now. I don't think you talking about female right now.
Right under covers. Now you gone, can't love you like I really wanted. But every time I think about your pretty smile and how we used to drive the whole city.
And this the girl in the video that is a J-Lo knockoff like a motherfucker. At the time, she had the long straight hair, light skin, was a J-Lo knockoff like a motherfucker.
Damn, I wish you would have had my child. A pretty little girl with Diddy style. It's wild, all them days that I reminisce about the way I used to kiss them pretty lips. But as long as you happy, I'ma tell you this. I love you, girl, and you're the one that I will always miss. I love you. Yeah.
Now, was he talking about a girl or a boy right now? Just talking, just saying. Just saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like, homie was trying hard to get her back, bro. Super duper hard. That shit ain't work though. You know what I'm saying? See, in the beginning, there was just little rumblings. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on the YouTube doing interviews, making a little noise and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can see, you're like, oh, my fault, y'all. Because y'all know I do a lot of, FaceTime. Because y'all know I'm anime. See, those you can cease and desist. You can cease and desist. Internet. You can cease and desist a little bit of YouTube. You can't cease and desist CNN like that. You can't cease and desist Fox News like that. TMZ, definitely not. Homie know all the laws. Gene Deal was a big rumbling. Some of the old artists that people like, y'all just disgruntled, y'all blah, 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 blah. We say shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that song Janet Jackson made what have you done for me lately really it ain't just women, you know what I'm saying? But right, all of the bands were all top rated. We all tuned in, right? So it's not like they weren't nobody. It's not like they weren't generating millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Even if we was seeing if Diddy was gonna make them niggas walk for a piece of cheesecake or the fights and whatever, them niggas generated bread. Cool. Them niggas was like, yo, he blah blah this, is da 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 that. But you like, yo, y'all niggas really ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all low down there, right? Then you do some more shit. You're looking. And come to find out, did you ever watch the New Edition documentary? You ever watch it? The New Edition shit? The documentary where niggas was playing the niggas? Okay, well, anyway, right? This is why this shit is crazy. Right? New Edition thought they were signed to the label. They weren't actually signed to the label. They were signed to another label that was like in between, right? So when they go to the label and like where our money at, right? When they find the label finally tell them, yo, we paid Blase Blah and y'all signed to that because you know niggas trusted niggas to go in and take their shit and niggas set up deals to make them get paid. You know what I'm saying? So 112 was basically signed to the same fucking deal that New Edition was. Right? And guess who used to work at Bad Boy? Or did work with Diddy? Michael Bivins. Same deal that he was fucked up in. Them niggas 112 was in. Because 112 wasn't actually signed to Bad Boy Records, you know, with the hat. They were signed to a totally different part. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you can't, when you start trying to sue the label, you're not actually suing Bad Boy. You're suing some other shit. And there's nothing really there to sue. So it was a lot of rumbling with that shit like that. But niggas wasn't paying attention to shit like that. That's how fucked up, right? Like niggas don't even remember that 112, I'm not mistaken, when they left Bad Boy and I think they went to what's damn on they went to JD, they went to So Def and dropped I think an album or two on So Def, if I'm not mistaken. With Jagged Edge on the label, if I'm not mistaken. And it used to be like niggas that like niggas like let's rewind. Jagged Edge and 112 was in direct competition when we was coming up. If you remember. You know what I'm saying? Jagged Edge and 112 was in direct competition. Diddy and JD was in direct competition. Here's what it is. Niggas ain't gotta like it. But those are a lot of rumblings. But what? Because here's another thing. Here's another rumbling that I've kind of found out allegedly. Because people weren't saying why Diddy had lost the liquor, the weed, and they was thinking about pulling his clothes from, I forget what, Belt Tyler, JCPenney, whatever, Macy's, whatever, right? But apparently, he kicked a pregnant woman. Remember I told you that? He kicked a pregnant woman, not in the leg. This is allegedly. That shit wasn't mainstream news to where niggas was like, yo, we're putting a song like that. Like, cause okay, bro came over here because the Uncle Murder joint. And I was like, bro, I heard that shit like 4, 5, 6 times already. He was like, what? So I'm breaking this down for him. Allegedly, he done that. Allegedly, the lawsuit was settled fast, but Cassie and her people had gave that to his people between 4 to 6 months ago. So they had them. It took them 4 to 6 months to cook it up nice and neat, so he don't look too bad. After the shit with Cassie, he had to step down from Revolt. They pulled his clothing, and then they start saying, "Oh yeah, he lost the weed." Niggas like, I thought Diddy has the weed. No, he lost the weed. I thought he had another drink. No, he lost that. Step down from Revolt, pay Cassie $30 million. Everybody was looking at him. He was definitely trying to save face, because saying that I'm giving all the artists back their publishing, but you've already sold majority of the rights to Sony. So these niggas ain't, that shit only worth $800, $900 to certain people. Like, that shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? By the time certain people got their shit back, it's nothing. He tried to give it back sooner, and motherfuckers was like, while they had a little bit of, them niggas like, let me make some off this now, because I'm too old to go touring. Some of these niggas, these niggas might have gout. You can't be wearing shoes all the fucking time. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? You're not one of these young kids that you come out there wearing anything you want. Niggas might be diabetics, whatever. Shortness of breath. You ain't making no money off touring. Because first you got to get hot, do some shows, do some radio appearances, then find somebody that's gonna want to put you on the tour. May take 3 years. Some of these niggas is sick. Like Aubrey said, when the shit started, she was 17. She's now 37, 37, 39. So with kids and shit, she got cookies to bake and shit. She gotta get the kids ready. I got time to be. You know what? What am I gonna do? Jump on TikTok and start singing? I can sing my songs on TikTok now. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But you got to sign NDAs against. You got to sign NDAs for him, his mama, his son, EMI, and Sony. Why I got to sign one for your mama and your son? Oh, because this nigga smarter than a soccer player already. Everything been in his mama name. That's why niggas, he had the loophole. It's a cold world. It's a cold world. But I did a show on this, and a nigga told me, he was like, "No, I don't think so, Pop." But I'm not even saying that was a rumbler, but that was like a speed bump for niggas to notice. Hold on, the car ain't riding smooth. The tires is, hold on, wait. Something ain't right. Stop, pull over. You pull over, and oh shit, it's a whole lot been happening while you fell asleep. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done hit the guardrail, shit scratched up, every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to say that when Keefy D, if you can see him on the screen, when Keefy D, let me back and blow it up a little bit. But yeah, it's a picture. When Keefy D said his name with the pop shit, that was like floodgate opened up a little bit. There's a crack in your armor, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas start going back and looking at videos and interviews that he done Vlad TV, this person, that person, you know what I'm saying? And then other people, and then that chick who listens to Jaguar, right? All of that shit, yeah, this, that, and that. I'll be real with you, bro. When we used to be going to work, when I was doing those moving jobs and shit, when I was doing the moving jobs a few years ago, this the only shit I was listening to while homie on the passenger seat, this nigga want to roll up 3 blunts back to back, smoke them and fall the fuck out. We got to drive to Connecticut or Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Or we going to the city, we got to wait. He sleep. I'm listening to this shit. You know what he was saying to me? Man, that nigga's a hater. Why you listening to that shit? Blah, blah, blah. The Gene Deere shit, right? Goddamn Keefy D say something. Cassie say something. Now all the goddamn all the dominoes starting to fall. We know Puff was a shiesty individual. How long was you gonna get away with it? And you ain't stopped being shiesty. You ain't even stopped being shiesty a little bit. So you could like skate through like Quincy Jones or some shit. You just shiesty, like the damn Jeffrey Epstein and the other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? The Harvey Weinsteins, you like them niggas. You just shiesty. So what do we do with that? Like, niggas is gonna make content off you. Niggas gonna expose you. It is what it is. But Keefe D saying that the money trail leads to you. I mean, we know you ain't got no problem. Look at bruh. Come here, look at the face on. Look at this nigga face when he had Sean. He let Sean. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You can see his face like, man, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Nigga, you left Sean hanging the fucking dry out there, bitch, bruh. Word of mother. Who? I don't know. Huh? I don't know that. Remember that Damon Wayans special? Well, I was on the other side, but the other side. I was on the other side, but the other side. On the other side. I don't know about what happened with Sean. But the beef, you knew about the beef with the nigga he was beefing with. I forgot the nigga name. I should be all, you get older and do other shit. All this shit just be leading back to one motherfucker. Him. It damn sure is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Huh?
I'm not sure what's going on. Because a lot of it seems to be.
Everything leads back to Mr. Sean Puffy Combs? Huh? Huh?
A lot of it seems to be like, what's that way?
Allegedly, if you believe these people, it leads back to Sean Puffy Combs. Like, you can't, okay, listen. Puff took, I don't know if Puff was coked out, fucked up, or what, right? But Gene Deal was out here gaining some traction. This is years ago. This is like 5-6 years ago. He was gaining traction, right? Gaining traction. And then, so I guess somebody asked Puff, who is he? Do you know him? Who's this bodyguard doing it? He was like, man, I've never seen this guy before in my life. I don't know him, da. And then that's when Gene started posting photos. Because you got to think, he's an old nigga, you know what I'm saying? He don't be knowing about posting and how you upload and shit like that. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, nigga, you don't know me. Nigga, I got 20, 30 pictures of me right next to you. You don't know me? It could not be coincidence that I'm seen next to you, right next to you, and you look comfortable a lot of times. And I'm not a celebrity. I'm not an investor. I do security. So if I'm next to you in multiple different occasions, other people can verify it, but you don't know me. Okay, so your credibility shot the shit right there. Right? Because you say you don't know the nigga, but the nigga start posting dumb photos with you, him and Big, you, him, and your friends. You can't deny these photos. He's there. And these are not different photos from the same night. He's wearing totally different outfits. So your credibility shot right there. You know what I'm saying? But bathroom run real quick, y'all. Real quick. Ain't gonna take long, but listen to some of this first part of the Raw Deal, the last big night.
Wisdom Clear again. And my man MREC TV is in the studio somewhere. doing his thing. You know how he is. He'll pop up at any time. We're here to address the last big night. It's been a lot of situations going on, and people been working hard and diligently to try to get this thing out. So I'm at a situation right now that me, myself, I can't spend another dime on it. But me, myself, as a man, and my word is my bond, and back in the day, I get them from my nuts. I got to give it like I supposed to give it. I put people out there, MREC TV, Wisdom Clear, Jigger Fellas, they all help put this shit together. And I need to address what's actually going down and going to happen. So what we're going to do a 3-part series, and I'm going to give you the documentary. And the reason I'm doing this at this point in time is this. If you would see the actual footage, I'm owe $100,000 in what they call footage in which you have to pay for, and I guess that's clearance fees. I owe $200,000 in opt-out insurance. You understand? And the much as I can get is $265,000 for the documentary. So I wasn't in.
See, we playing with the bread now. Now, see, shit change now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying a nigga broke, but that's a lot of money to be trying to just kick out. You know what I'm saying? And if a nigga gonna give you $265 for the doc, first of all, that's already a low ball. Now, right? Watching it a little bit. See, now Gene's sitting back waiting for this shit to unfold. Niggas gonna know. He gonna sit back like this and be like, nigga gonna come back to him, and they're gonna be like, well, we want to give you such and such. It could be like, nah, nigga, I mean like 15, 20 million for this. Cause I tried to give it to you. You ain't want to help. We could have blew the, you know what I'm saying? But now you want to come over here, nigga. You better go find some investors, nigga. Cause you got the documentary already laid out. It's laid out for you already. He had it set and ready to go. But then they start hitting him with all these other shits. Who would hit him with that? Could only be Diddy.
In this shit for
allegedly
the money, no way. I put my own money up to do this shit. You understand? It's completed, it's done. You understand? But it's gonna cost too much money. And then I still gotta look at this nigga Diddy, who might sue me for the fact of the matter, stuff is used in there. That's why the opt-out insurance gotta be paid. That's why all these clearance fees gotta be taken care of. But I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna give it to you 100. I could sit right here, tell the story, tell everything I need to tell to get this shit off my heart. And that's what I'm gonna do. You understand? You ain't gonna see nobody dancing in those silver suits. You ain't gonna see you ain't gonna hear the big song that we was trying to get clear. You ain't gonna hear none of the heavy D thing, because the last big night wasn't only about Big's death. It was about my start in the security business. You understand? It was about how I save people that you love, that you hear, that you see lives. You understand? How I put myself out there and I brought people together who wouldn't be together today. You understand? If it wasn't for me bringing them together, talking and letting them see what they need to see, how they can make more money together than they do fighting apart. You know, the people know who I'm talking about. The people who doing videos and songs today that I care not to mention their names. They know it was because my conversation with them that they got a chance to mend their ways with each other. But we're not here for that. We're here to find out about the last big night. So I'm not going to go into the documentary of my start in this game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go from where me and Wolf was about to go out to Cali. So when I finish telling you this, and these whole stories, you're gonna find out, and you're gonna know what happened to Wolf. You're gonna know what happened to us in Cali, what was going on, the steps that we took, that we made. You're gonna find out what was said about Big, what Big was doing, and how Big was reacting, what Big was going on. You're gonna find out what actually happened from the time we got off the plane from New York, left the plane from New York, and got to Cali, and when Big got killed, and when Big got murdered. You're gonna have all that information. I'm doing that, and the people who's trying to work on the selling shit, man, I'm tired. I'm not putting no more of myself trying to get this done. So the information, you bloggers, you guys who want to take like you know what's going on, well, like you know what went down, and you want to run with it. Some of you wasn't even born then. Some of them you never come out behind your computer. You want to, size me up. You want to mention my name. You want to do, man, I don't give a shit about none of that, bro. I'm on the streets in the Bronx, Manhattan, all the time. Mount Vernon. I fuck with a lot of niggas from Money on in Mount Vernon. Some of the best rappers come from Westchester. The best rappers in the Bronx. Best rappers in Manhattan. I fucks with all of them. And they know me. And I'm talking about the older guy. I'm talking about the ones who was making music in the late 90s, in the 90s, and the early 2000s.
Let me jump along. I won't skip too much, but you can go check it out, MREC TV.
And Pac them about stopping all this bullshit, because when they had guys that could have stopped it and they had meetings about it to come together, he was never going to come to the meeting no way. He didn't want to be in, all that street shit was over for him. You understand? So Pac still running with these dudes in the, you understand? Pac was dealing with some cats that was from Brooklyn, and Big was like, he was the type of dude that he was trying to make music, but he didn't want to be involved with the dudes that Pac was dealing with, because they was no good for what he was trying to do in his music career. But Big couldn't tell Pac, his man, that, because he felt that Pac was the type of dude that if he would have told Pac about these cats, Pac would have ran back and said something to them, then Big would have had a beef that he had to deal with. And Big was trying to make music at that time. He didn't want to be in, all that street shit was over for him. You understand? So Pac still running with these dudes in the whole 9 yards. So Big could not say nothing to him. So when the same dudes that he was running with, and somebody sent them at Pac or whatever like that, or they got at Pac or whatever, Pac want to blame Big for his shit. He knew Big ain't had nothing to do with it. Listen to Pac music. He pours his heart and he tells his stories in his music. You understand? And one of the stories, he tells of the guys who went at him and why they went at him. You know the song. And if you don't, do your history. I'm not giving it to you. Look at his shit. He'll tell you who shot him, why he was shot. He say key things and everything. So now, Big and him got a little problem and everything like that. But the problem start with Puff and Suge. One day we was somewhere, I think we were downtown, and Wolf brought this magazine to Puff, and it had his baby mama and his child in there with Suge. And the caption on the magazine said, "What the East Coast won't take care of, the West Coast will." What the East Coast won't take care of, and the West Coast will. And it was Suge Knight with Misa Puffy baby mama, and she had Justin in her arm. This shit pissed Puff off like crazy. This motherfucker almost popped a vein in his neck. He called Misa and she was everything but a child of God. So Puff was livid. He was going crazy behind that shit. So it was never no talking to Suge and Pac them about stopping all this bullshit, because when they had guys that could have stopped it and they had meetings about it to come together, he was never going to come to the meeting no way. He never was going to be a part of it because he felt like he would have to owe somebody something for stopping it. The cats who could have stopped the bullshit and had them do their thing and we do our thing, he felt like he was going to owe them something. So I guess it was better for them to lose their lives than them to be out there. So this whole Cali trip comes up, and me, I ain't turning down nothing but my collar most of the time. So when they was talking about we was going out to Cali and everything, and what they was gonna do, I didn't have a problem with it. I knew I was gonna come back home. I took an overlong time. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I know ain't nothing beats the ambush. I know all these rules and regulations that you're supposed to follow. And then I was told we wasn't going nowhere. We was going to chill at the hotel. We was going to chill at the studio, and that was it. So I didn't have a problem doing that. Go to Soul Train, you understand? Chill at the hotel, go to the studio. That was told to me. But it was far different when we got out there. Trust and believe. So I called Anthony Wolf Jones because I had our itinerary for us to fly out to Cali. And I said to Wolf, I said, yo, Wolf, what time you gonna get to the airport? And Wolf said to me, airport? He said, I ain't going. I was like, what do you mean you ain't going? I got the itinerary. I got your ticket right here. They gave me your ticket. You know what I'm saying? He said, I ain't going, G. He said, I asked Puff to give me 2 tour buses so I could take me and all my fellas, and this is all the guys he had from, I guess, Co-op City, Edomore Projects, the Valley dudes, because Wolf was heavy in the Valley. You understand? He had those dudes who was ready to get busy no matter what. They was his family. They was his friends. And, you know, they used to always come to the party, you know, dressed in their minks, they gators, the whole 9 yards. And they used to follow Wolf. That was their boy like that. You understand? So now Wolf says, I ain't going, G. He said, I can't tell you how to make your money, but I'm not going. Because if he's not going out there right, I'm not going out there at all. I said, all right, dude, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm going to roll with them. And that's where we at.
You gotta pay for them sponsors. You gotta pay for them sponsors. That's how you get your bag up. But I'm gonna get up out here in a second, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all alone in a second, but I gotta go pick up my old lady. But yeah, man. You can even check this shit out on the Gene Deal. What it's called is the Gene Deal Show. He had 131,000 strong with subs. And this shit came out 5 years ago. He got close to 600,000. And people just stumbling across this. Look, one of the comments says, it's 2023, and I stumbled across this man's channel. I've been hooked ever since. You know, genuine when you see it. Salute, Gene. This is straight up real talk. Zero pauses, delays, nothing. This entire story is straight from the heart, and I'm convinced Puff got away with murder. It's time for karma. This shit, and this was 2 years ago. But yeah, it's time for Karma to do this thing. Props to Big Gene for keeping it real, and rest in paradise, Christopher Wallace. Like, but the last one that's most notable is 11 months ago. But he's like, if you go to the page, like he's knocking out numbers, and he's teaching you how to cook. Let's go.
We're headed to California. He gives me his briefcase, takes his seat in first class. I go to coach. In between, in the middle of the flight, I get bored as fuck. But I got his briefcase. So I go in the briefcase, and it's got, you know, contracts and everything like that. And it's got big contracts. So, you know, I'm just reading it just to have something to do, being nosy in a motherfucker. And I go in and they start talking about what Big was going to get paid and everything like that. And it was saying something about, you know, signing the contract, you're going to get $250,000. And then if the contract go gold or platinum, or they had different increments in which he was going to get another $250,000. He just this money he was going to get from how well the album does, you know. And they had shit about him being a sophomore album, and that it was, you know, and it usually talking about how they don't usually go well, but if his go well, what he would get. And at the end of the contract, it had something about marketing and publishing, and it had reference to the fact that he was going to get that back, or they were going to discuss him getting that back, you know, or the part in which Puff owed. So, you know, we get off the plane, we go, you know, so we staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And Big Nim is at the Four Seasons. So now Big is there with his crew and everything like that. And, you know, we supposed to be going to the studio, do a little studio time and things like that. And as we are, you know, going back and forth, just me and Puff. Puff was running around, you know, and he was having meetings with Will Smith, and he was just, I guess he was trying to get into the acting thing too, stuff like that. So he was just taking meetings and things, going back and forth. So we was really never with Big Them. He was just having Big on the telephone, say, yo, you going to the studio? Your studio is booked right here, booked right there. And we were just going everywhere. Just like, I mean, like we was running around Cali like this kid ain't have a care in the world. You understand? It was this one incident in which we were in the limousine and we were going down Melrose, and we see Dr. Dre and a friend of his just sitting out at the cafeteria eating. And Puff seen him, he stopped. And he stopped the limousine and everything. So he was gonna go and talk to Dre and them. And we was about, Dre and them was way across the street, and we was getting out the limousine. And this little, I guess he was Chicano, Mexican or something like that. He was surprised to see Puff, and he went up to him and said, yo, Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy. And Puff was like, yeah. And the dude was like, fuck you, Tupac, and took off running. This nigga Puff ran down the block at the old boy. And I'm like, wow. So I'm chasing this motherfucker. I'm chasing him, chase this guy. And this is a little kid and everything like that. And I was like, yo, man, we got like a block and a half away. I said, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What was you chasing this kid for? He said, I don't even know. He said, I don't even know, Gene. I was bugging the fuck out. I said, yeah, you was. So we went across the street, got back up there, went across the street. We talked to Dr. Dre and them. You know what I'm saying? We left. Dre told me, yo, you need anything, let him know, whatever like that. So whoop-de-whoop. They shot the Willie Bobo. He got back in the car and we left. So now, this whole time, you know, he on the phone, you know, still with Big. Yo, you going to the studio? You know, don't waste my studio time, because Big was out there, you know, to do the Soul Train shit.
It's cold. Go back in the room.
And he was out there to do his video. He was shooting Hypnotized. So now, you know, the next day come up,
we're on I think First Street, and they shooting this garage.
Cade is alive. You took my son?
We gotta get that baby back.
You want that?
Got doggone commercials.
Garage scene. When we first came in, they were shooting this garage scene. So Big and his crew is around, and at the time, you know, this was around 90, 96 or whatever like that. And I was smoking Newport cigarettes. And it was 97 at the time, right? And I was smoking Newport cigarettes, and I had the box joints. And in Cali, they only had they can only find the ones that was made off the soft pack.
Soft pack.
But they taste different. So when I broke out with the box joints, everybody wanted the cigarette. So being who I was, like, yo, fuck it, I ain't giving y'all nothing. And the Big.
And that's a fact. In New York, if you buy a soft pack, they are $1 or $2 cheaper than the cigarettes in the box. Continue.
Was like, yo, Gene, give me a cigarette, man. I said, man, I ain't getting you nothing, bro. And just took a hit off the cigarette and then just looking and laughing at these niggas. And then now, you know, Puff don't like cigarette smoke. So he see me smoking. Yo, Gene, you smoking? Nah, I ain't smoking. Put it out. But Big could smoke. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no problem for Big and smoke. I said, yeah, all right. So then D-Rock was like, yo, you ain't giving my man no cigarette? I said, no, I ain't giving him nothing. Yo, Big was like, yo, Gene, give me a cigarette, man. I said, all right, so tell me who chasing you. He said, because y'all doing all these chase scenes around here. Who the fuck chasing you? And nigga just came out the top of his head and said, yo, them face lawyers, they looking for some child support. And then all the niggas, all their crew started laughing and shit like that. And I was like, yeah, all right. Gave the nigga a cigarette. So now we go down to the street level, and they doing it with the motorcycles and everything like that. We come out the garage because they finished shooting that garage scene where, you know, Puff and Big, and then they say, oh shit. So then we go to the street and we shoot the street level. So on the street level, I get a phone call, you know, and I get a phone call, and it's Dawn Farrow. I knew Dawn, you know, because she used to come always Puff parties, and Puff used to, you know, like fuck with her back in the day. Whatever, whoop-de-whoop, however they did it, you know, Puff used to be with her, you know, when she come to New York or whatever like that. So we was shooting the street scene, and then I noticed wasn't no motherfucking security. I'm like, you got the camera people and everything like that. You had me, Paul, and like 2 other guys, and we shooting a major video in Cali. So I called Kirk Burrows. At this time, Kirk Burrows was the president of Bad Boy. You understand? Where Puff was the CEO, Kirk Burrows was the president. And I was like, yo, Kirk, you know what I'm saying? You know we in California and ain't no motherfucking security. He said, yo, Gene, I'm gonna get back with you and everything like that. I said, yo, all right, man, get back with me. So now, Dawn Farrow had gave me a phone call. She had this dude named Unique on the phone. Unique used to run a crew and a club called Mecca Audio, and he used to do parties at Club 2000 on Monday nights. He the one brought Dre, Snoop there. He used Onyx. You understand? He was doing the Luke thing, but he was doing the East Coast style at Club 2000 Monday nights. Crazy. If you could get in that shit wall to wall. So now, Unique calls me because me and Unique had a little thing, whereas that, you know, I would set him up and tell him how to do his security. I would never work for him because Unique had a wild bunch, man, and I was never putting myself in that position, you know, with him. But we was cool. He said, yo, Gene, you know, how many security, you know, he used to ask me questions, you know, what you think I'm gonna need, what this and that. And I'll say, yo, I'll look at it and I'll let you know. And you know, he used it, he didn't. But we had another incident where him and Dougie Fresh, you know, had a situation. You understand? And that's where that song "Hey Ho, Alright" came from. You understand? Enough respect for 112, with respect for the Mecca Audio crew. I squashed the beef between them two. I let them squash the beef themselves and let them come together. You understand? And I brought them together to squash the beef that they had. So now I get a call. Dawn got Unique on the phone. And Dawn said, I said, yo, what's up, Unique? He said, yo, Big G, what up? I said, I'm in Cali. He said, yeah, I know. Dawn told me, vest up. And the phone went dead. I said, oh, shit. So I called back and I said, yo, Dawn, that was Unique? She said, yeah, that was Unique. I said, I didn't know you knew Unique from Mecca Audio. You know, Waynesworth Hall. He said, yeah, I know him. I said, yo, he was telling me the vest up. He said, yeah, G, them niggas is coming to get y'all. I like, oh, shit. So I called Kirk Burrows back on the phone. I said, Kirk, we in the middle of California and we ain't got no security. You understand? It's me, Paul, Kenny. You understand? And, you know, D-Rock, but that's Big's man. He ain't security. You know, we don't have enough security. What's going on? He said, yo, Gene, I told you I'm going to call you back. I'm going to talk to Puff. See, can I get y'all more security? He calls me back. He said, yo, Puff ain't getting no more security. Yeah. I said, oh, shit. I said, all right. So now,
Five minutes before we get out of here, just because that man said Puff wasn't getting no more security. You know what I'm saying? And this was the president of the Bad Boy. Let's see what Puff did to that nigga. Because you know Puff, he donated $1 million to the HBCU, right? His all black colleges. He donated, you know, he gave the kids back. He gave the artists back their publishing after he sold it, and they can't really make no money off of it. And he gave the HBCU. He gave some HBCU, I think the one he went to, $1 million. Oh, he was definitely doing damage control. When was this? A year ago. This see, like, it's been rumbling. You just heard about it now, right? But these are rumblings. This is the man that was the president of his company. While he out there dancing, saying, take that, take that. This the man getting the shit done.
What went wrong between you and Puffy? Because if I'm not mistaken, he made you give up your ownership in Bad Boy, right? And they had you in the room and they had bats and they made you give over your percentage.
All right, I would love to be.
Now, he can say, he can try to be tough all he want and shit like that, but niggas know what happened to Nas's fucking manager when they did the damn video saying they hate me now and they was on the cross and shit. And now you don't see Puff on the shit like it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know that Puff went in there with a bunch of niggas and they fucked up Nas's manager because he wouldn't take him off of the damn. Like, that's not. All right, so.
Be able to answer that. Like I said, the evolution of the company started like you and I sitting like we are right now. If in a way it's like you're there and I'm across from you. That's the way we started Bad Boy. I would come over to the Uptown office, my notebooks, writing down everything I needed to do that day. Oh, let's get the LLC together. Oh, call Kenny. We need the employment agreement. Oh, let's do this. Oh, we got this session to do. Oh, mostly it was productions with the producers because we were uniquely situated as Bad Boy Productions to do productions on Uptown artists' productions, and we were paid through Bad Boy, through Uptown, paying Bad Boy to do tracks for like Heavy D, Mary J, things of that sort. So we were very active in that, and that kept us very busy in that time to do that. And what happened along the way, we had a lot of success, got fired from Uptown. I was there helping him to build back up again, loyal, no betrayal, no stealing, family, his son's godfather. We were renegotiating Bad Boy. We had gotten over CCNY. It looked like the coast was clear. We were renegotiating with Arista. We were about to get a step up in the money. I had 25% of the company. I didn't know why he needed to get that back from me and then give it back to me again. I didn't understand that. That's like a trick. Like, okay, here, I gave it to you. Now give it back. And don't worry, I'm going to give it right back to you. I didn't want to give it up. So he came into my office one day unexpected, him and Kenny Marsalis. They had it planned out. Kenny had the briefcase with all the stock certificates in it. And Diddy had the bat. Not like I'm going to beat the shit out of you with the bat, but he had the bat like, man, we got to do this. This has to happen. I didn't feel I was going to get beat down in that office, in all honesty. I got people that can jump out of the shadows in a minute. I wasn't threatened by him. What I was messed up over was the fact that I started this company with you from day zero. And now the one solid thing that you told me I had, you want to take that back and do a return to me on that at this critical time that we're renegotiating and getting a step up on the contract. When he told me it was about all of that renegotiating and that I should trust, I did, begrudgingly, angry, upset. It wasn't right. I did it. He got the stock back. I went on, tried to get over that, kept doing my job, doing what I had to do, delivering everything. And once again, I was caught up in the job. I forgot all about it. And next thing you know, we had the snafu. I was fired. And he just said, oh, okay, bye. And since he had never given me the stock back, he never said that he would pay me anything or give me anything. He just avoided me all these years. Not only did he avoid me all these years, running high and low, I went on and started working with Mary, who the three of us started out together through Bad Boy Productions. What's the 411? She was signed to Uptown. She was started out under elder A&R person. He assumed an internship position, from internship to vice president of AD and A&R. He assumed the Mary Project. He put that magic on it. And with all of that success, when he got fired from there, the depression sunk in, suicide attempts, me, him, and his mother holding him together, Andre bringing him back, more success. Andre fires him, more depression. I set up the company, go get the deal for distribution. Biggie dies, depression, upset, wrong decision, the worst. I'm tired of puffing him up now because so many people had warned.
Yeah.
I'm a little not distant, but not running after you with the shovel, cleaning up all the shit. Smell a little bit of it now. We lost the number one guy that we have. Listen, smell a little bit of it. Learn a lesson. He said, nah, you out. I didn't pursue it with a lawsuit. I looked at it like this was big, black, beautiful. I had something to do with it. It looks good. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of all the other cultures that looked at us and said they were winning. This was beautiful. And say, oh, I knew something was messed up with those guys. I knew something was wrong. I was trying to hold that back. At the same time, it was the worst thing that could have ever happened. He didn't want to honor me with credit. He started erasing my names off the albums, taking me off of anything that had any history with the company. He never paid me not one thing out. Percentage-wise, legacy-wise from Bad Boy Entertainment, and I had 25%. In the legal world, I still have what they call a tolling agreement. If you give someone something, take it back, and didn't give them a fair exchange in value for it, then it's not a consummated deal per se. I still have a claim on those stocks.
How has Shopify?
I think that's enough for me. Just, I can't even say nothing from the 90s, how we would say, because of who it is. I would have to say pause every time I said something. Pause every time I say something. Pause. But damn, bro, like he's just a real fucked up individual. But if you want more if you want to see and hear more rumblings, you know. Oh shit, damn. Okay. Oh, damn. I just seen something real quick. Let me get up out of here, man. It's been fun. But yeah, man. Puff was just out here just taking it. Word. Straight gangster. He ski mask way.
Yeah. I get mine the fast way, the ski mask way.
Hey, yo, Donnie.
When you stuntin', I'm scheming. When you sleepin', I'm creepin'. Man, I'm broken, you eatin'. See, that's a very good reason, nigga. It's robbery, CC. I don't consider it deviant. I call it making it even. Me a kiss all lost. Got no time for them bras. Catch you out with your bra. Make you reach for the stars and drag you out of your car. I done came too far to let these bitch niggas beat me. See some real niggas fall. You ain't getting off that easy. If you got it, I like it, I want it. Pop it. No watching them on it. Don't ever think for a moment that you niggas safe. They burn it to your face, make you open the safe. Yeah, you best think smart or watch brains go waste. I'm on a paper chase, chasing the paper. The money in the way I don't see no hate. It's G's up to my last day. Yeah, nigga, I get mine the fast way, ski mask way. Boy, when you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my E-mask. Listen, I'm trying to eat. I catch them while they sleep. Run up on them with my heat and my ski mask. 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 When you see me in the street, I'm probably on the creek. You know I got my heat and my ski mask. See the chip on my shoulder, it got worse as I got older. I'm riding like roller coasters, thugging until it's over. I strike just like a cobra. My heart is cold as a polar. It's nothing for me to show you. You don't want me to show you. Always up to something. I be clubbing.